there, it's Mary from stampingmary.stampinup.net. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's card features the Best Day stamp set, which is featured in our new mini catalogue from Stampin' Up. Today's card, I'm just using the colours of Crumb Cake and Real Red and some vellum and some heat embossing, and the image I'm using is this one right here, plus the Wishing You All the Wishes. This is a really cute stamp set, and yeah, I just hope you like the video. So let's get into making it. So as I said, I'm using Crumb Cake. So what I've done here is I've stamped this image here in Versamark and then heat embossed it with white embossing powder. So let me show you how that's done. Bringing in my piece of Crumb Cake cardstock, and we're going to ink up this sentiment, this image in Versamark, and just randomly stamping all over wherever you think you might want the embossing powder to stick. Now I have actually, before I did this, I have put my embossing buddy over the cardstock just to get any static off that will cling, so that the powder only clings to where I've put the ink. Let's just see, better, maybe another one there. It doesn't matter too much if you've got too much on there, because the sentiment will cover a little bit. I just want to see, I think that's probably enough, maybe one there. There we go. Right, pop that away, and I'm going to bring in my little embossing tray here. Just make sure it's just a little bit dark in this room this morning. Here we go. So this is also a Stampin' Up product. A little tray comes with a little brush and the little tweezers for holding when you're doing your embossing. So try not to make too much mess. So I've got my white embossing powder, and I'm just going to sprinkle that all over where I put the Versamark. So it's only going to stick, hopefully, where the Versamark is. And if we get any little dribs and drabs, that's okay. We can get rid of them before. Tap that all off, and then I usually like to have a quick look. Is there any I've sort of missed here? I'm bringing in that nice little brush because I've got a couple of wayward pieces here which we don't want to heat. I've overstamped on a couple of them, but that, it doesn't actually matter too much. It's as long as I haven't got any big globs or blobs is what I'm really focused on. I think that's just about all of it. So yeah, this little brush that comes with this set, I'll put a link in the description bar below, is very, very useful. Just put a little bit more over there. That one looks a little bit in. Hasn't got quite enough on it. All right, so with this little container, what you can, well, I won't do it on video, but has a little tap here if you like, and then you can just empty all of this back into your container. So clever. Let's bring in our heat tool to heat that all off, and that's where the magic happens, I guess, to brighten this all up. So let's get started. Right, so that's heat embossed. It does actually take a little bit of time, I find, to heat emboss white embossing powder on to crumb cake. It's just one of those things that takes a little bit of time. I've already gone ahead and heat embossed on white onto real red and used the heart duo punch to punch out this image right here. And with our other heart duo punch, I'm going to cut out another heart out of vellum, just the clear vellum. That's all the stamping there is for this card. And the other feature I've got here is this wonderful real red and burlap combo ribbon. I love this ribbon, I really do. It's really, really good ribbon. So I'm just going to take a little piece of that, the burlap, and just going to wrap that around this base of the card. Oops, I might have that a little bit high. That's a bit better. I've got a little bit too much of a gap down here, I think. I haven't put quite enough of the embossing stamping down here, but that's okay. Trial and error with this one, I think. A little bit of trial and error. And then I'm going to place that one there in the middle and then pop these around. So because I've got a little bit of a gap down here, I could bring that other heart slightly that way. Yeah, that would look cute. So with the vellum, I always find that if I just put a little bit of tape at the end there, you won't, I'm using Stampin' Seal, don't really tend to see it that much. I'll pop them on first. You can't see it. A lot of other adhesives you can see through the vellum, but the Stampin' Seal doesn't seem to show. So let's just bring that up. Bring that down a little bit more. There we go. So it doesn't, it's not quite that big gap there, is there? A couple of dimensionals on the back of this heart. Wishing you all the wishes. Isn't that a great sentiment for a birthday? I think it's fabulous. And this is the red of this, the real red of this combo ribbon. Real red and crumb cake, white embossing powder. What a match. Glue dot. Embossing, heat embossing is still one of my most favourite techniques. It's just magical watching that embossing powder dry. There we go, and let's pop that up onto our crumb cake card base. Dimensionals, do you think? I think dimensionals. Yep, let's go with dimensionals. Oops. Yeah, looked like it was not straight. I really always like using crumb cake as a card base. It's a great alternative to just, the basic white card. And like I said, I like white heat embossing on crumb cake is one of my favourite things. And there you have it. I like to think that's a pretty sweet and simple card to make using the Best Day stamp set. I hope you liked the video. I have popped links in the description bar below for all the products that I've used. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me, stampingmary@gmail.com. Thanks and have a great day. Bye.